Fabulous Friday. Yeah, it is. And it is May 26th. It is about 9:15ish Colorado time this morning. And it's the beginning for many of you of a beautiful long weekend. I did get out of my comfort zone yesterday and I did get outside and I spent a beautiful hour in nature. I went to a very dear friend's house, unbeknownst to her, which was adorable, and did not knock on her door, did not want to disturb, did not want to do any of those things, but had a beautiful time with her dogs, her cats, her goats, her sheep, her birds, her guineas, her hens, her horses. Just got outside and sat in my car in her driveway with the door open for a while and meditated. And it was one of the best meditations I've done in weeks. Total immersion, if you will, in nature and the beauty and the glory of God and His creations. Moving my keyboard. I just wanted a little bit of room down here. So yesterday was an amazing day, and I plan on making today another amazing day, and I hope you do as well on this fabulous Friday. Just pulled the card for Facebook, and it was, of course, another major arcana card. As a matter of fact, I'm going to tuck that one right here in the deck so it'll shuffle in. Doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's been weeks now of the angels telling us that there is going to be this change, this life event, this awakening, this enlightenment, this whatever this is. It's huge. And it's not just myself, it's a lot of different readers getting the same type of messages, and it's just ongoing. And frankly, I'm excited about it. I'm like anticipatory of it. I'm like, just wow, I'm almost speechless. One of the things that I've noticed over these last few weeks is I get more and more in tuned with this change that all of my senses are becoming heightened. Like my intuition is like going crazy, but it's even more than that. We're getting the sense of smell is like 3 times stronger. I've always been an aromatherapist, and my sense of smell was extremely heightened, but this is like way beyond. I'm smelling things that aren't here in the physical plane, which I haven't done in a while. My sense of taste when I eat something, it's like this is artificial or this is natural. And the definitive differences between that, it's like when you eat a carrot, you really eat a carrot. When you're eating blueberries, you really taste the blueberries. And now my taste buds are getting like super heightened where I can tell if it's been ethically grown. I know that's going to sound a little weird, but the organics of it and the difference of that. And it's reminding me of when I was a little girl and growing up on the farm when we grew our own food and we had, the berries and the blackberries and the blueberries and, the potatoes and the carrots and all of those wonderful things that the taste difference when you grow your own in comparison to what you buy at the grocery store. That's what's happening again now. My eyesight's getting sharper. Still need the glasses for fine print on the computer, but like for long distance, I'm seeing things in very fine detail. This ear, of course, it's still not there, but this one cannot stand noise. Like I'm very, very perceptive of sound. So even here on the computer, I have to turn things like way down on the speaker system, where before I used to have to crank them about 45 or 50 on a 100-point scale. Now it's like 16. Whatever this is that's going on, I'm loving every second of it. So if you are feeling those things, you are not crazy. It is just part of what's happening with this change, with light workers, with peacekeepers, with peacemakers, with spiritualists, with those that are involved in the evolution of spirit. Yeah, this is part of the normal phenomena. How's that? That's a good way to say it. So good morning, my darlings. I am going to be using the regular Angel Tarot Deck by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine, and of course published by Hay House. And if you get a chance, pop on over to my Facebook page. I'm going to sit myself up here for you. Pop on over to my Facebook page and take a look at the card that came up as a major arcana. What was typed didn't even sound or feel like me. It felt like it was coming from somewhere else. So I was rather intrigued by all of that today. Things are changing. Things are evolving in a beautiful and in a wonderful way. So let's see what comes up for all of us today. As I've learned over these days and weeks I've been doing this, months now, you know, a lot of the times the readings are not only for you who are watching, but also for me. And the more you share with that, I'm discovering from the emails that I'm getting and the posts that I'm getting that you're sharing them with other people, and it's resonating with those other people as well. So thank you for doing that. Wow. On this crazy long 3-day weekend coming up, a lot of you I know are working, but a lot of you are not. That was the first one, just got told that. Be safe, be sensible. Where I went yesterday, it's very close to cottage country here. There's like a lake nearby, and like RV after RV after RV out in the country. And I can tell they're all getting crazy for the weekend. Another friend of mine posted in South Carolina how crazy the beaches are already for the Memorial Day weekend. And boy, do I remember those days when we were growing up in Canada, when my parents owned a general store on one of the major lakes. Really, really, truly cottage country. And how insane these holiday weekends get. It's a weekend where I stay home, because quite frankly, I don't want to be out in the insanity. That one too. Okay. Haven't heard stop yet. Looking outside on the window, gorgeous, gorgeous day. I'm surprised that my landscapers aren't here yet. They're usually here this time in the morning on Friday. Kind of hoping that they're taking the weekend off. They couldn't cut the grass last Friday, mainly because it was pouring rain. And I'm wondering if they put off today as well, because it rained a phenomenal rainstorm last night. It just was like pouring buckets of water. So I'm thinking and hoping that the grass is a little bit too wet, because if they cut it when it's wet like that, it just makes a huge mess. Alrighty, it's just a 2-card read. As that one just shuffled down, I heard stop. So that's kind of cool. We haven't done a short read either for quite a while. So let's go take a look. Interesting. Interesting, interesting, interesting. It's an emotional card. So let's go take a look at it together. Wow. This is kind of reflecting even to the one on Facebook this morning, the Major Arcana. So the Queen of Water, tender-hearted, empathetic, patient, and loving. Relationships develop to a new level. We're going to talk relationships in the sense of spiritual growth, or people that you're close to, keeping in mind that your soulmate doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, can also be a friend, can also be a brother, can also be a sister, can also be a parent. That relationship that you have, and you can have more than one soulmate, just so you know, that it's evolving, that it's growing along with this change that we're talking about. This too is talking about relationships coming to a new level. It of course can also mean your romantic relationship as well, that you're becoming stabilized, that it's coming to that gotcha, that it's almost like you're now starting to finish each other's sentences kind of thing. And you need to trust in your intuition. You need to, when you hear it, feel it, see it, sense it, all those senses we were talking about earlier, trust it. And you need to take very good care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, who are you going to take care of? You know, and if you don't do it, who's going to? Because once you take care of you, then you're given the beautiful blessing of being able to care for others. So that is a huge gift. Accept it wholeheartedly. Don't want to cough in your ear. And of course, my coffee cup is empty. Forgot to fill it. Well, we're just going to ask that to go away. Maybe, maybe not. Hold that thought. There we go. Sorry about that. To close this card, this one came up earlier this week. So I feel though you're still kind of blaming yourself. Let the blame go. Whatever happened in the past that was an unwise choice, don't worry about it. It's done. Learn and grow and evolve from it and move forward. And don't forget, when you have that feeling, rather than taking all the blame onto yourself, kind of review why it happened. What was everyone's motives about that particular situation? Was it to benefit you? Was it to benefit someone else? Was it to benefit themselves? Was it to make you feel better? Was it to make you feel guilty about not doing something? Review everyone's motives in all matters. Boy, am I just hearing that. I just heard it loud and clear. Someone was making you feel guilty about a family situation. Let go of it. It's okay. You don't need to bear that burden. So let it go and follow your intuition. Listen to your heart. If they're going, and I feel like that's coming up again, if they're going to try and make you feel guilty, learn from it from the past and move forward and not make the same choice. Whoa. That's a pretty powerful read for 2 cards. So on that note, I am going to wish you a beautiful, wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Of course, I'll be back here again tomorrow for you. If you'd like a personal reading from me, please visit my website, www.houseofangelcardreadings.com. I'll always leave the information in the description portion below. And you can always leave me a comment, too. Let me know that you're watching or give me a thumbs up. Facebook, God, I love you. On my business page, facebook.com/House of Angel Card Readings, we did pass the 1,300 mark during the night of people that are actually liking the page, and I want to thank you all for doing that. Come join us tomorrow morning on that particular page. We do an hour of live readings. It's usually just a few minutes before 9 p.m., right, 9 a.m. Saturday morning, because there's another thing that happens right at 10 o'clock, my time, Mountain Time. So East Coasters, 9 o'clock my time, that's 11 o'clock your time. Pacific Coast, that's going to be 8 o'clock your time. In Central, guess what, it's 10, okay? So we're on for about an hour. We do live readings. We have a good time. Come and join us. And I do, again, want to thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. I want to really, truly wish you a beautiful and a wonderful holiday weekend. Stay safe. Be careful of the nitrates and hot dogs. I don't know why that came out of my mouth just now, but I'm going to say it because it's there. Thank you so much. Take care, walk in peace, and namaste.